What's up, gang? So behind me is a little contraption that I just made, and as working out here on the paddle dojo, some of the things that I've had to contend with was to try to convey about locking the blade into the water first before doing anything else. And that's really the hardest thing, is to try to capture that concept or be able to interpret that concept to a paddler on an individual basis, because that's the one thing that we just can't record or we can't video. It really is about how the paddler feels in relation to when they put the blade in the water themselves. So some of the tools that I've created here in the paddle dojo was to try to simulate, to at least at the very beginning, when you put your blade into the water. So try this out real quick and show you what I've got. As you can see here, there's this, yeah, you see that? My dirty finger there. That's just a little kayak mount that you would put on a rack, and some PVC pipe. Nothing special. But the idea here is, when we talk about setting the blade before doing anything else, and of course my head's getting cut off here a little bit, but that's not the point. What we want to do is get that set up. A lot of paddlers, what they tend to do is, when they get here, their top hand is here, or they're out here, and what they're not doing is they're not setting the blade. So essentially what they do is, you just basically, that's their stroke. They're not locking in, they're ripping through the water. Well, this little contraption here is to hopefully be able to give paddlers the idea is that once they set the blade, now they have mental cues. They can see how their body, how their torso is stretched out. They're not hinging so much forward. They're not hinging forward. They're actually using this blade for a means of stability. So I could actually lean my body here, and actually at the same time, what I'm not doing is I'm not putting any kind of tension or pressure on top, or any extra effort on my shoulder. I'm up here. I can get my body set up as so. So the idea is, we always talk about locking the blade into the water, like as if it was concrete, or putting it in an envelope slot, or something to that effect. And the idea was to then bring yourself to that spot where you place your blade. So as I move my body upward, you notice what's going on with that stroke. And what we've done is we essentially, I got it kind of jigged up here, but we essentially identified the length of the stroke. You can see here, from here to here, from there to there, that's the length of the stroke, if properly executed. At some point or another, if you needed to shorten up, it can shorten up. But the idea here is, again, if we're just ripping through water, we're not going anywhere. We're not catching anything. And a lot of times, what happens though, we do catch, we don't get the catch, and then we finish off here. And that's really all our stroke. It's at that back end, that last bit of the end of your stroke, and that's usually where a lot of team paddlers put their strength in, because that's where they feel that's their catch, when in fact it's supposed to be way up here. So again, just something to share. Maybe you guys could do that yourself, make your own, work with your coaches if you can build something yourself. It was just PVC pipe, kayak route, some mounts, some screws. Done, easy done. If you have any questions, hit me up at red@paddledojo.com.